나 좀 여기서 나가게 해달라고 제발!
No famous last name, no industry connections, no silver spoon. Park Bo-young didn't get handed anything, but nearly 20 years later, she's still here, quietly dominating the screen while others have come and gone. This is the story of how Park Bo-young almost disappeared from the spotlight, only to come back stronger, sharper, and more in demand than ever. So, how did she pull it off? Let's rewind and break down how Park Bo-young became one of the most quietly powerful names in Korean entertainment. She was born on February 12, 1990 in Jeongpyeong County, a tiny rural town miles away from any red carpet. Her dad, a special forces soldier with over 30 years of service. Her childhood, strict, traditional, built on discipline and structure. Not exactly the origin story you'd expect from a future K-drama queen. But even as a kid, Bo-young had a quiet certainty. She wanted to act. What she didn't know was how brutal the journey would be. The endless rejections, the legal battles, the unspoken pressure to always smile, even when the industry tried to silence her. Before any of that, though, came her quiet first step. In 2006, she made her official debut in Secret Campus, an EBS teen drama that didn't turn heads, at least not right away. But behind the modest ratings, something big was brewing: the rise of two future A-listers, Park Bo-young and Lee Min-ho. Bo-young played Cha Arong, a cheerful and relatable high schooler who brought warmth and sincerity to a coming-of-age story about 6 teens navigating love, friendship, and the messiness of growing up. Then came the big one, Scandal Makers, 2008.
뭐예요?
맞죠?
뭐래요?
라면수 오후에 휴식?
아닌데요?
Park Bo-young, just 19, stars opposite comedy legend Cha Tae-hyun as Hwang Jong-nam, a tough, no-nonsense teenage mom raising a child while dealing with the pain of being rejected by her own father. She wasn't just funny or cute, she was layered, vulnerable, and unforgettable. It was a role that asked for everything: comedy, tears, even strong vocals, and Bo-young delivered on all fronts. The movie became a full-blown cultural phenomenon, pulling in over 8.3 million moviegoers and topping the box office that year. Audiences laughed, cried, and completely fell in love with her. One emotional scene, where she sings after confronting years of rejection and pain, left a mark on everyone who watched it. Variety called her performance excellent. Korean media crowned her the nation's little sister, a title reserved for stars who radiate purity, strength, and national affection. And in 2009, she swept every Best New Actress award in sight. She had it all: raw talent, the love of the public, and every major director watching her like, this one, she's the next big thing. After Scandal Makers exploded at the box office, everyone thought she was about to take over the entire industry. And then, just like that, she vanished. In 2010, her unstoppable climb slammed into a legal nightmare that nearly ended everything. 2 lawsuits, one from her agency, one from a film production company. Both messy, both career-threatening. It all started with her agency, Humane Entertainment. Park Bo-young claimed they forged her contract, literally used her personal seal without permission to lock her into an unfair deal. So she fought back, took them to court, charged them with document forgery. But the prosecution? They said the evidence wasn't strong enough, case closed. The agency denied everything and hit back, threatening to sue her for defamation, said she dragged their name through the mud. And that was just the beginning. At the same time, a film company called Bodum sued her too, claimed she agreed to star in a movie, Sounds of Ice, then walked away, said they'd used her name to raise production funds, and then she ghosted. Worse, they accused her agency of embezzling 95 million won meant for the film. Bo-young's side pushed back, hard. She never officially signed on to that project. The whole thing? Twisted, one-sided, and completely misleading. Eventually, she was cleared. No fraud, no embezzlement, no wrongdoing, but the damage already done. From 2009 to 2012, her career flatlined. No roles, no appearances, nothing. Her agency allegedly blocked every opportunity, just as she was poised to soar. Imagine that. You star in one of the biggest hits of the decade. And instead of rising, you're trapped, watching your moment slip away. So when she came back, it wasn't quiet. She made sure it was loud, clear, and impossible to ignore. Her comeback? A werewolf boy.
가라고 이 바보야. 너 지금 가서 잡히면 죽는단 말이야.
A fantasy romance film no one expected to explode. But explode it did. Just 16 days in, it passed 4 million admissions. To put that in perspective, Architecture 101, another mega hit that year, took 53 days to get there. Audiences were hooked. On a random Wednesday, 157,000 people showed up. By day 19, the film had pulled over 5 million viewers. It topped the box office with 334,443 tickets in a single day and became the 9th Korean film that year to cross 4 million during a slow movie season. And just like that, Park Bo-young went from legal mess and career silence to box office royalty. She reminded everyone why she made it so far in the first place, that no matter who tried to block her, bury her, or write her off, she'd always find her way back on top. From that point on, she never lost momentum. No more legal messes, no more industry blacklisting, just a full-speed comeback with range, guts, and zero fear of reinvention. After A Werewolf Boy, Bo-young could have played it safe, stuck to sweet roles, cashed in, but comfort zones? Not her thing. In 2014, she flipped the script with Hot Young Bloods, ditching innocence for a foul-mouthed gang leader in a gritty teen rom-com. Then came The Silenced, a haunting mystery set in a boarding school where she played a sickly student uncovering dark secrets. And just when you thought you had her figured out, she delivered Oh My Ghost, her kdrama comeback after 7 years.
아니, 왜 이렇게 따져? 난 셰프님도 좋고 셰프님 몸도 좋고 또 좋아하다 보니까 또 그러고 싶고 그러는 거지.
One body, two personalities. Shy sous chef meets bold, flirty ghost. It was weird, hilarious, heartfelt, and Park Bo-young nailed both roles effortlessly. The result? Sky-high ratings, 30 million won per episode, a Best Actress award, and a brand new title, Korea's rom-com queen. But if you're a Park Bo-young fan, chances are this is the role that sealed the deal for you.
난 세상의 구경거리가 되지 않기 위해 내 괴력을 숨기고 살아야 했다.
In 2016, she landed the title role in Strong Girl Bong-soon. She played Do Bong-soon, a tiny, sweet-faced woman born with ridiculous superhuman strength. Like, toss a grown man across the street kind of strong. It was the perfect mix of action, comedy, romance, and pure Bo-young charm. She was quirky, tough, lovable, and completely unforgettable. Fans were obsessed. The ratings skyrocketed, making it one of the highest-rated cable dramas ever. Suddenly, everyone was either watching Bong-soon, rewatching Bong-soon, or quoting Bong-soon. But just because her career was on fire didn't mean everything behind the scenes was easy. During this chapter of her rising stardom, Park Bo-young began opening up about the emotional weight of staying afloat in the high-pressure world of Korean entertainment. She admitted that while compliments often rolled off her shoulders, criticism cut deep. The anonymous nitpicks, the toxic comments, those stuck with her. And like many perfectionists, she internalized them. Instead of letting it go, she'd reflect on every word, wondering if she should change her voice, her crying scenes, or the way she carried herself on screen. It was raw, real, and deeply relatable. Even with all her success, the actress struggled with self-doubt. But she also knew when enough was enough. When inappropriate and hateful messages started spilling into her live broadcast chat, she didn't stay quiet. She didn't hold back. She made it clear that she was done letting things slide and ready to take legal action against anyone crossing the line. She may feel the weight of criticism, but she never lets it define her. And that quiet fire is exactly why she's still standing tall in an ever-changing industry. Maybe that's the secret to her lasting power. She evolves, she endures, and she never loses herself. After Oh My Ghost and Strong Girl Bong-soon, Bo-young didn't slow down. In 2019, she starred in Abyss as a beautiful prosecutor who, after dying, is revived in the body of a plain-looking woman. Then, in 2021, she returned to the small screen with Doom at Your Service, playing a woman caught in an otherworldly contract with a god of destruction. Later in 2023, Bo Young took on a more grounded and emotional part in Daily Dose of Sunshine, where she portrayed a compassionate psychiatric nurse, once again showing her range and maturity as an actress. And in 2025, she's on a whole different level. Bo Young is owning the screen in Our Unwritten Seoul, a high-stakes dual role that's already being called a career-defining moment. She's not just playing twins, she's playing 4 personas: Yu-Miji and Yu-Mi-Rae, plus Miji pretending to be Mi-Rae, and Mi-Rae pretending to be Miji. Sounds complicated? It is. And Bo Young makes it look effortless. As Miji, she's bright, energetic, a small-town sprinter turned part-time worker with a heart that refuses to quit. As Mi-Rae, she's burned out, buttoned up, and suffocating under the weight of office politics and loneliness. And when their worlds collide and they switch lives, Bo Young dials in the nuance. Every eye flicker, every pause, every misstep is intentional. One moment she's Miji awkwardly trying to survive a finance meeting in Seoul. The next, she's Mi-Rae rediscovering what it means to be loved in a quiet countryside village. She's playing the chemistry of 2 people, with herself. Within days of its premiere, Our Unwritten Seoul cracked Netflix Korea's top 10 and climbed to number 3rd globally for non-English shows. The ratings keep rising. And at the heart of it all is Bo Young, sharp, vulnerable, fearless. It's no surprise. She's gone toe-to-toe with some of the biggest names in the game: Lee Min-ho, Song Joong-ki, Cha Tae-hyun, Lee Jong-suk, Park Hyung-sik, and never once been overshadowed. Every year, fresh faces crowd the scene, hungry for the spotlight. But not once has she been sidelined. Not once has she faded into the background. So why is Park Bo Young still relevant, 2 decades after her debut? Because Park Bo Young holds her own. Always has. She chooses roles with intention. She confronts hate with honesty. She engages fans not through gimmicks, but by simply being herself, awkward, grounded, and deeply human. Her performances are never just acted, they're felt. And in an industry that's often more interested in reinvention than reflection, Park Bo Young offers both. That's why she remains beloved, not just as Korea's little sister or Netflix's breakout lead, but as an artist who's grown without losing her core. Her 20-year career isn't just a timeline of hits and headlines, it's proof that quiet resilience, emotional authenticity, and smart choices still matter. And if the past 2 decades are any clue, she's only getting started. Click on this video to find out if Park Bo Young made it into our top 100 most talented Korean actors, and just how high she ranked. Did she crack the top 20? There's only one way to find out.